Good morning, everyone. Just giving it a second for everybody to get logged in. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Oh, I don't know if my connection's slow or what, but good morning. Welcome to boot camp. I'm Amelia. For our 45-minute workout today, you guys will need a light to moderate set of dumbbells. Maybe if you've got two different sizes, have two different sizes available for our different movements today. And we're going to do a mix of cardio, strength, and core training, and rock that out here this morning. And just make sure when you are working, excuse me, that you've got plenty of space. You are listening to your body, modifying where you need to, going hard where you need to, and just being safe as you work out, wherever you are working out this morning, whether it's at home, whether it's outside, whether it's somewhere nice and away from people. But wherever it is, let's all get started here. So we'll get started with our warm-up. You won't need any equipment for the warm-up. And guys, since this is a freestyle format, no music will play on my end, so you guys can get music started on your end. Hey, Sherry. So yeah, you guys can get music started on your end. Because again, yeah, I won't have any going. So just going to grab my weights so those are ready. All right, and I don't actually have dumbbells at my house, so I just use body pump plates. All right, guys, so when you're ready, let's get started. Just start a nice, easy jog on the spot. We pretty much start every warm-up here, and that's okay, because that's a nice, easy way to start movement for the day. So relax the upper body, shake out the arms, maybe roll out the shoulders a little bit while you're in this jog. All right, now take that jog to a little bounce. So we want to make sure we're warming up through all sides of the body. So this is going to get the lateral side. Lateral side, that seems redundant. Anyway, the lateral parts of your body, let's go there. All right, guys, back to the jog. Start to maybe lift the heels a little bit higher. Keep the steps super light and easy. All right, and back to that bounce. Again, shifting the weight. Think about pushing through the outside of your feet. All right, one more time, back to the jog. And one more time to the bounce. All right, now guys, set your feet and just come into a nice easy squat. Still just warming up, so don't have to go super crazy here. Light and easy. Press the heels down into the floor. Keep your chest lifted. And as low as you can go. Maybe start to push that range as we get a few more reps in. All right, guys, take the feet super wide, and we've got a lateral lunge. But I want you to stay in and just push side to side. So a little bit of stretch. Again, pushing through the outer heel, making sure the hips are back. So should be starting to feel some tension in the muscles, but getting a nice good stretch in the inner thigh as you switch sides. All right, guys, come on up. Gonna warm up the hips a little bit. So, nice big hip circles. Driving the knee up towards the chest, and then squeezing the outer glute to rotate that leg around. I just thought I saw my cat moving behind me in the video. I wanted to make sure I didn't step on him. If you want to take a pause at the top, give the knee a little hug, and then an assist out with the hand. That's all good. All right, let's get the heart rate back up here, guys. Come into some jump jacks. Hands above the head. Knees bend as we jump out. If you don't want to jump, you can tap right here. Still getting the heart rate up by lifting the hands and sinking into the legs. All right, guys, about 5 more seconds. Now head to the floor. We've got a quick round of push-ups. So making sure we get warm through all parts of the body, upper and lower. So you can press the hands wide, bring them narrow, but brace the belly. Keep the chest between the hands. About 5 more seconds. All right, guys, stand up. Last move, high knees. So drive the knees up towards the chest. Trying to hit hip height. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Hold. All right, guys, so our workout split into 3 sections today: strength, cardio, and core. Strength is going to be first. We have 15 minutes in this section, and we have 5 different strength movements. So first one, you're going to need your dumbbells. And our first move, we've got a lunge and a knee drive with a bicep curl. So lunge and curl. 8 on each side, so you're doing 16 curls, 8 lunges each leg. Then we've got dead rows. So with the bar, or with the plate still, we hinge back through the hips, squeeze the plates in, and then squeeze the butt to stand tall. So 8 of those. Then 8 squat jumps with a clean. So palms are going to face behind you. We jump forward, cleaning the palms to the plates to the shoulders, and then jump back. So big jump forward, big jump back. And that clean, keeping the plates close to the body, rotating the elbows around the midpoint of your weight. Then we are coming on the ground. We are coming into a hollow hold, and we've got alternating chest press. So 1, 2, option, you can bring the feet down to the floor and just lift up through the upper part of the core into that chest press. And then last move, we're going to come to a tabletop position. Oh, let me show you this way. And we've got a lateral raise with a bird dog. So still have those plates or dumbbells in the hands. We are going to bend one elbow, then lifting opposite elbow and opposite leg, 8 on one side, 8 on the other. So working into the outside of the shoulder and the outer glute. So 15 minutes in that. We're going to aim to get through 4 rounds. Whoop. Four rounds of work. So when you are ready, let's get the timer on. 15 minutes. First move is lunge knee drive with bicep curl. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So step back long into that lunge. Drive through the front heel to lift you tall. Again, 8 on one, 8 on the other. You can go back and forth between legs, or you can stay on one side. When you've done 8, we switch. Make sure you are still stepping down into that 90-90 position in your lunge. So back knee bends, head straight to the floor, and then we lift up tall, driving the knee towards the chest. Oh wow, that's not really close to my chest at all, is it? And then keeping the elbows under the shoulders to curl into that bicep. All right, next up, our dead row. We hinge forward, pull the plates in, and then squeeze your butt to stand tall. Press the heels down as you stand. That's going to help squeeze and activate through the glutes and hamstrings. Next up, we've got our squat jump with a clean. So jump in and back, in and back. If you don't want to jump, step low, step back. So just a quick little step forward. Woo! Then we come onto the ground. Hollow hold with alternating chest press. So draw the ribs towards the hips to lift through the abs, and then we push right, left. All right, and then last move, guys, is that bird dog with shoulder raise. 8 on one, 8 on the other. So one elbow bends, one knee lifts, and we lift 8 times to the side. As you lift, make sure you are bracing through the belly. So we want our torso to maintain its flat position. All right. Back to that lunge with knee drive, guys. And again, we're trying to get through 4 times if we can. That was about 3 minutes, give or take a little. As you step back into that lunge, guys, make sure you are not solely pushing out of the back leg to come to that standing position. We want to use the glutes of the front leg. So I like to imagine, this is a little gross maybe, but then I have like fingers coming out of my heel and I'm gripping the floor. So I'm really using that front leg to pull me forward as opposed to the back leg to push me through. Whoop. Lost my balance on that one. And of course, guys, proper lunge form, when we drop back, we want that front knee over the ankle. We want to be able to see our big toe when we're in the bottom of that lunge stance. 8 on one, 8 on the other. Then we've got our dead rows. Keep the elbows squeezed tight into the torso. Really feel the muscles of the upper back. Lift and pull together. And then try to keep that tension the whole time. Squat jump with a clean. What? Okay. So as you jump forward, guys, chest should be lifted. Dumbbells are going to land right about your shoulders. And then we jump back to reset. And then on the ground for our hollow chest press. Now guys, in this, holding that hollow man, you're going to feel your torso want to wiggle around as you're taking that alternating press. Our goal is to squeeze hard enough through the midsection that we are as still as we can be while working one side at a time. Make sure you breathe. All right, and then back to that bird dog. Hi. When you guys are lifting to the side, you want to think of reaching the elbow away from your body and then of lifting the back outside of your heel to target the glutes. So again, elbow and heel. That's what we want to reach out and then press towards the ceiling. And then in doing that, you should really feel those obliques fire so that your torso isn't dropping and moving in all kinds of weird directions. I don't know, I'm assuming you guys can hear my dog barking. He's mad at the cat because the cat's clearly hiding somewhere down in the basement that Otis wants to get into. All right, guys, back to that lunge to knee drive. Let's see, add a little heavier weight for this round. We're a little more than halfway through the time, guys. And if you're moving quicker than me this morning, it's all good. Keep rocking and rolling. And you can always do more than those 4 rounds if you want, if you get there. That's why I kept the reps low, so that way you can build and you're not going to overdo it if the time is a little long for you. Starting to feel it in those glutes. Whew. Yeah, heavier is probably a good one. Into that row, guys. Big, strong movement in the back of the body. This is training all those muscles that are going to get us standing taller, walking stronger, and keeping that spine nice and straight. And again, squat, jump with a clean. I'm a little worried about doing it with this heavier weight, but we got this, right? All right. Hollow hold, chest press. And again, guys, if you need the option, bring the feet to the floor. It's all good. You can lift the heels, so you still kind of find an in-between challenge. And this is about the chest press, guys. So make sure you're not lifting too high to the upper body, because that's going to bring the work into your shoulders. All right, I'm going light again for this bird dog, because I don't need to go super heavy for the shoulders. They're small muscles, so small weight works well. We're down to less than 4 minutes, guys. All right, one last time through, for me anyway. Maybe you guys are moving faster. Maybe you're moving slower. It's all good. We're moving, right? And in this current world, I think finding the energy and ability to get up and move and do something for you is something to celebrate, no matter what that looks like. We got to remember to take care of us so that we can get out there and help other people. Whew. Down to 2 minutes, guys. Whew. Again, find a way to work right up to the end. This is another option. You can bend the knees to still keep that elevation in the lower body. A minute 15 to go. All right, guys, you're down to 30 seconds. If you're in it, keep working. If you're done your 4 sets, you can take an extra couple seconds of recovery, or you can get in one more round of those lunges with bicep curls. Or if there's another move that you really like that you want to do one more set of, you got 10 seconds to finish it up. Keep pushing, guys. Thanks, Linda. Glad you love it. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, now we are going to move into our cardio section. And cardio is also going to be 15 minutes. And you know what? I didn't put a goal for how many rounds we were going to get there. So let's say 3 rounds. So we have a more high tempo move that we're going to do for 30 reps. Then we have a bigger, more powerful move that we're going to do for 10 reps. And we are going back and forth between all those moves for 15 minutes. So it is a short burst of cardio intensity, but not quite HIIT. So if you guys are wearing a heart rate monitor during this, I don't want you to be in red for 15 minutes. If you're in red for 15 minutes, 1, you probably need to adjust the settings on your heart rate monitor. And 2, I need you to pull back just a little bit, because I know all of you have been tuning in for other of these, and 15 minutes of red in one workout is just a little too much. All right, guys, so first move, we've got speed jacks. So kind of lock in through the upper body, then the feet are jumping out and in as quickly as we can. So that's going to be our first speed move, 30 reps. Then, more powerful move. We are going to drop into a lunge, then we've got 4 shuffles, and we switch sides. We are doing 10 of those, right and left is 1. Then we've got 30 high knees, we've been there, right and left is 1. Then we've got 10 drop squats, so kind of like that squat clean, but without the upper body portion. So we're just focused on getting super low on the legs, quick reset in the middle, and then jump back out, 10 of those. Then on the floor, 30 mountain climbers. Then we're up, 10 rock star jumps. So squat, heels lift to the butt, or squat, 1 heel lift if you're not feeling that big jump today. Then 30 ladder run, so out and in 30 times. Then last one, 10 star jumps. So everything goes out wide. If you don't want to jump, you can do just 10 basic jump jacks or 10 tap jacks. So again, just in that little demo, I feel my heart rate jump up. We're doing that for 15 minutes. Woo! I don't know if I'm ready. Bet you are though. 3, 2, 1. Speed jacks, guys, out and in. You're going for 30. Make sure you're feeling inner and outer thighs working, glutes working, and we want to keep the knees soft the whole time. That was definitely more than 30. Anyway, next up, lunge shuffle. So we drop down, shuffle, drop. 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. 10 times, right and left is 1. Back knee heads to the floor, front knee lands above the ankle. Completely lost count. I'm going to do 2 more and call that 10. Then we've got high knees, guys. 30 to the front. So we want to feel this. Lower abs, hip flexors, quads. Chest is up tall. We almost lean back a little bit so we can really work to get height out of those knees as we run. And if you don't want to run, big march on the spot. And even if you're marching, you're still going for 30. Once you've done 30, you got drop squats 10 times. So we drop out, in, out, in, out. Woo. Then we come down, 30 mountain climbers. Right and left is 1. Knees driving in towards the chest. Hips stay low. Shoulders right above the wrists. Make sure I give myself enough room between my wall. And guys, in this, you can do whichever you want. You can drive straight forward. You can drive across. Your workout. Maybe mix them up. Go back and forth. Some down the middle, some across the opposite elbow. Whatever you want to do, whatever you got to do. But right and left is 1. We're going for 30. If you're done your mountain climbers, next up is our rock star jumps. After 10 rock star jumps, you've got ladder runs, out and in. Whew. And then ladder runs, light on the feet. And then star jumps to finish. 10. Woo! All right, we go back to the top. And that was like a little over 4 minutes. So I say 3 times, we should be able to do it. Speed jacks, 30. So guys, a lot of times in our jacks, when we're going for bigger, more powerful movements, we talk about the heels dropping into the floor. Not here. You can stay up on your toes, so that allows you to move quicker. But we'll show this, wait, where is it? That view for a second on Facebook. So when you jump out, make sure your knees are moving with the rest of your body. So we want to pull out from the hips, bracing inner and outer thighs. Not just pulling the lower body or lower part of the lower body out and in without involving that hip rotation. 1, that's going to get the full effect of the work. 2, that's going to keep your knees safer. Lunge shuffles are next, if you're already there. So in these guys, on the shuffles, heels are lifted. Then when we drop into that lunge, that front heel hits the floor, and then that's what drives up to lift us back into the shuffle. If you're done here, high knees are next. Drop squats, guys. So big low, wide squat, trying to get the hips level with the knees, torso stays tall. Then quick jump, I like to call it a clean to the middle, and then we almost fall right back out. And that quick pause before we fall is going to help build a little more muscle in that drop squat, because you've got to squeeze and control that descent, which is a little out of control by that quick switch. Then we come down for mountain climbers. We're right about to the halfway point in our time, team. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. After mountain climbers, guys, rock star jumps. Whoop! And remember, if you don't like the jump, squat, heel lift, heel lift. And then ladder run, guys. When you step wide, make sure you come back narrow in between. So don't just stay out here. Really push out and in. But then your upper body should stay relatively central over your starting point. So it's the legs moving out and in while isolating up here. And then 10 star jumps. 6 minutes left, guys. Back to the top, back to speed jacks. Your legs should be super tight after that movement if you are really bracing and pushing for speed. If you need an option here, guys, take that shuffle and then step back. So you're still working the right muscles, you're still keeping that heart rate up, but it pulls back on the intensity of that jump down into the lunge. Next up is high knees. All right, lean back, knees up. I really find it helps me, guys, if I activate my arms. So really work and focus on moving them in opposition to the legs. And that's going to help you coordinate and get that body pumping faster. Drop squats. And then mountain climbers, head to the floor. $3:15 to go. So right there, team, I felt myself getting tired and starting to let my weight shift back towards my feet. So when that happens, you just got to refocus, bring the weight forward, press down into the palms, and feel that work come back into the core. Rockstar jumps. 2.5 minutes, team. Oop. Woo! Gotta convince my brain to convince my body. Don't start. Yeah. What? No, 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 no. Please get down. Here, get your toilet. Fast feet. Then star jumps. Got a minute 45. Kind of a little off balance here. Speed jacks, guys. We still got a minute. Time to keep going. Lunge shuffles, 45 seconds. Let's see how far we can go in this last little set. Seconds. Three, two, one. Woo. All right, guys. Last 5 minutes here, core training. So, we have 5 moves, 10 reps each, trying to get 2 times through in 5 minutes. So, for the purpose of time, I'm going to come right in and kind of demo as we go. You do have the option for our final move to use a plate or a dumbbell and both hands above your head. All right, guys, first move, we're coming to the floor, setting up a tabletop position and then lifting into a crawl. So hands below shoulders, knees below hips. We're gonna lift, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and then we were stepping 2 steps right, 2 steps left, 10 times for lateral crawls. Whoop, my timer cleared out. All right, guys, in 3, 2, 1. So we got 5 minutes. We're trying to get 2 times through. So 10, 1, whoop. Step right onto a dog toy. Thanks, Otis. We'll come this way. So 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're doing that 10 times. Keeping the weight even over the hands and feet. Keeping the torso still and flat. All right, guys, finish up your 10. Next move, we're coming onto our backs, lifting our shoulders and tapping the heels, right and left. Reaching into the obliques. And then from right here, we are bringing the knees into the chest. Super small movement, lifting the hip bones off the floor. 10 times, reverse curl. Working into the lower part of the abs. Then we are rolling back over. Setting up a plank position. So body long, then we are taking a spider plank. So knees reach to the outer elbow. Right and left is 1, 10 times. Then, back on your back, grab your plate if you want it. And we have a weighted C crunch. So upper body and lower body lift towards each other 10 times. Once you've done 10, you go back to the top. Lateral crawl, right and left. Woo! 2 steps each, 10 times back and forth. So that crawl is a great movement, guys, because it's not only forcing you to work by squeezing the muscles, but it's also working stability, functional training that's going to serve you in real life. I know this is real life, but you know what I mean, outside of the gym. So it's going to help in whatever shape goals you might have, but let's be real, shape goals shouldn't be important. What should be important is being fit and ready to run from this zombie apocalypse that's inevitably heading towards us, seemingly in the year 2020. So we want to be able to move fast, react well, and make quick decisions safely with our body. And when we're doing things like this crawl that is causing all of this to coordinate and work together, that's going to build us for everything and anything else that we do. And then after the crawls, guys, we got the heel tap. So on the floor, lift up, no, ow, and a reach side to side. Thank you. And then reverse curl, team. Keep the heels close to the glutes as you bring your knees in, oh boy, towards your chest. Yes, thank you. And then once you've done 10, flip over for that spider plank. Out, come on, dude. I got 30 seconds left. Can you be good for 30 seconds? Here, look, ready? Go get it. Almost done, guys. 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, if you are on the floor from just having finished those weighted crunches, take a nice big stretch overhead. Fingertips reach, heels push away. Then bring the knees into the chest, give them a nice big hug. Take one foot to the floor, one foot to the ceiling. Gently grab the back of your calf or your thigh to find a stretch in your hamstring. And switch sides. All right, guys, grab the back of your thighs, come up to a seated position. Take the legs out long, lift the chest up tall, take a big stretch to the ceiling, and then fold forward as far as you can go. See if you can reach your toes. Maybe it's your shins, maybe it's your knees. But if you're anything like me, when I do the stretch, I feel it all the way from the back of my heels up through the back of my neck. So It's one of those hurt so good kind of sensations. All right, guys, come back up to a seated position. Bend one knee, cross it over your bottom leg, and twist towards that knee. Just give it a nice big hug, rotating through the spine. All right, and switch side. Other leg goes straight, other knee bends across. We hug that knee and take a turn. All right, team, come on, make your way up to stand. Whew. Last two stretches, heel to glutes. Push the knees together, open up the front of the thigh. Step down, switch legs. All right, take the palms together, reach the fingertips out in front of you to separate your shoulder blades. And then reverse, palms together behind. Press the knuckles towards the floor and lift up through the chest. All right, guys, release the torso, roll out those shoulders, and we are done. Thank you all so much for tuning in, joining me this morning, or whatever time of day you're checking this video out. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you next one.